I'm getting ready to pull this top rack off and take it over to the table. I'm gonna make it 4 inches shorter, and because I have a piece of steel that will do the front, that way I can square this box up, get it square, weld it up, put the sides up, build the front how I want it, and I can get the whole top rack to look how I want it to look. And then what I'll do is I'll get somebody to help me, and we'll put this back on the truck, and then I'll set the rack up there finished and see if it looks better pulled back or if it looks better how it was. And there's a couple pictures I got showing it ain't angle, but I don't know what would look better, because all this right here back here's plumb and square, and so I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if it's the angles of the truck, if the truck's a weird shape, and it's just hard to tell because you're dealing with straight angles, and all the new trucks are curved. But this is where we're starting at. I'm getting ready to grind all this off and take the top rail off. Like I said, I'm gonna cut this back part down to 4'4", I think. Put 45s on it. That way I got another piece for the front. Square it up, make it, and finish this rack. Here we go. Grind setting in there, and you can pick the shade of the grind setting you want to. It'll shade it just a little bit, but it won't shade it all the way. And when you look through it, it'll look like that grinding. So just Alright guys, right here I'm cutting the corners, or marking the corners at a 45, and getting ready to cut them with a plasma cutter. I don't have a bandsaw set up that I would really like to get, but at some future time. But I'm getting all my corners cut, and then I'll start grinding them down here in a minute. Alright, right here you can see my lines still left on the metal. I'll take my flap disc, and I'll ground them down to those lines, and it seems to work better than trying to cut through the lines and then grind down. For me, it works better that way anyways. I'm not too steady with a plasma cutter doing angles like that, but this is grinding it down and getting everything right and true. Alright, right here I'm tacking up the corners. I I'll put 2 tacks on the outside edge, and then I'll go back and square everything up and put bracing in there for the cross braces to hold everything square while I'm welding on it or finishing welding everything up. My grandpa wasn't home, so I had to improvise. I laid it crossway on my table, as you can see, and it's just barely sitting on there. So now I hope that table's level as it can be. It's about 1/2 inch steel plate, so it should be. But this is welding up the corners and whatnot. I can't wait to build me a new shop. I'm telling you. Welding in while you're standing in water, it ain't no fun. I'm gonna have to haul some sand in here or something. But what I need y'all to do is I need y'all to share my videos, like my videos, subscribe. Alright guys, here I'm using my dry cut metal saw. I'm cutting the pieces I need for the uprights. I think they're 6 inches. I think it's Ironton or something like that. Chop saw, 14 inch. I think you get them from Northern Tool, but you can get them about anywhere. This is just a cheaper version, but they work really good, and the blades last a long time as long as you don't force them through the metal. And it's a lot better than using a plasma cutter or a bandsaw every time to cut something you need to. Alright guys, what I'm doing right here is using the vice grips to clamp a couple pieces of metal up to make that square on the outside edge, and then I'm going to take those uprights I was just cutting and weld them in place. And like I said, those are the 6-inch uprights, and some of these pieces, like that first one clamped on there, not the second one I just clamped on. It's one of them too, but I'm just using whatever metal I got, put it in that corner, square it up, and that'll get you pretty square. And then you tack it in place, and you can put your top rail stuff on, get it all squared up, make sure everything looks good, and then weld everything solid. But that's how I do it.